Hey everybody, this is Russ from Retro Game Core. So I have a real quick video for you today. To be honest, I'm a little bit burnt out from the last video I did, that RGB10 Max review I did. It was like 28 minutes long. It was just exhausting. It was super fun to make, but at the same time, man, that was a lot of work. So today, we're gonna let our hair down and we're just gonna do a real quick review of this little case here. Now this is actually a case made for GPS devices. Do you remember those from back in the day? Well, they still sell them, and this one's actually from Amazon. This is an Amazon Basics 5-inch GPS hard travel case. It sells for about $10.50 US. Now the reason I picked this up is because someone recommended it as something that you could use for the Anbernic RG351V. And so that's what we're going to test out today. We're going to see how it works with that device. Opening it up is kind of funny, right? It doesn't actually open up all the way. It has these rubber straps on each side that kind of keep it in place. And it doesn't really bother me that that happens, but it is kind of weird. Like, why is there a GPS that needs something like this? I don't get it. Either way, this is what you're going to get. And you can see it has this really big like mattress tag on the inside. So I'm probably going to need to go in with some scissors and cut that out. It isn't something that just pops out when you pull on it. But yeah, overall, I can't complain about this design. Super simple. I love that there's no logo on the front of it. It's just kind of nondescript. So let's try it out with an actual device. Here's my RG351V. Just going to pop it inside. And sure enough, yeah, it fits pretty well. It's not a perfect fit and it isn't super snug. Part of that has to do with the fact that the device itself is not very square. Now let's do a quick shake test. And you can see immediately that it is rumbling around inside. So when it comes to protecting your device, this is not quite an end-all be-all solution because it's still moving around quite a bit inside. So let's throw some stuff inside and see if that gives it some extra padding. Here's a USB-C cable for charging. Here's my SD card reader. And what else can we throw in here? Let's try some headphones, see how that works. Okay, so now we got a bit of a buffer in there. Let's go ahead and close it up and give it another shake test. It fails again. Okay, so it does jostle around quite a bit in there, even if you have stuff inside. And there's really no getting around that with this case in particular. I think that if maybe you put a microfiber cloth inside, that could give it some padding. And honestly, given this big old screen, you're probably going to want to have a microfiber cloth anyway. So I guess my only real complaint about this case is that it doesn't have any padding to it. I think if it had just a little bit of a cushion in there, I would feel more comfortable having this thing jostling around inside. Now I know what you're thinking, well what if the wood one actually fits better? And I don't know why you would think that because they're the exact same size device, but let's just check it anyway. Well, as expected, it has the exact same fit to it. There's a little bit of movement on the top and bottom and the sides, but my fear is that it's going to jostle around too much because there's just too much space inside. Okay, let's weigh it, see how it goes. 353 grams with the case, but that has all the stuff in it. So let's take the stuff out and see what it's like with just the case and the device. So 318 grams altogether, and then the device itself is 225, so doing some math here, that is 93 grams, I think. Bam, look at that, 93 grams. And that, my friends, is how math works. Okay, wrapping up here, if you're looking for a case for your RG351V, you want to get it via Amazon so you have quick shipping, I think this is a viable option. It's a little bit weird that it doesn't open up all the way, but I can live with that. I do wish it had more padding, so I do think that you should probably put a microfiber cloth inside to give it some padding, and you're going to want it anyway for this device. There's plenty of space for all sorts of things inside. You could put some cables in there, maybe a spare battery, some tortilla chips, Pokemon cards, whatever you want. Now, probably my favorite thing about this case is the fact that it doesn't have anything written on it. And I don't know why, but I started cracking myself up thinking about the fact that what if you took this case and you put a device inside of it, and then you took it over to a friend's house and they didn't know anything about this device or retro gaming in general, and you close it up and you take it over to them, you go, hey, check this out. And they open it up, and I don't know what they're gonna think, but then you pull out this Game Boy that can play 10,000 games. And to me, that's just like the funniest thing in the world. So you don't need this case in order to do that, but I do think that maybe you should get a case and do that for one of your friends. I really think they'd get a kick out of it. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you liked it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe if you found this helpful, and we will see you next time. Happy gaming.